Hey, good evening, everyone. Happy Friday, TGIF to all of you. Welcome to another Friday night watch chat with the boys. Yeah, I'll go with that, with the boys. Um, Joining us tonight, Rob. What's up, man? Haven't seen you in a long time. It's been a while since you've
Hey,
been on, and
TGIF
I'm
to
glad that you
all
could
of
make
you.
it tonight.
Welcome to another Friday Night
Oh,
Watch
Wait,
Chat with
sorry, I gotta
the
shut this
boys.
speaker off on my other
Okay,
is
computer.
that
I
how I
hear all the
sound?
echo going on.
Is that
Yeah,
how I
it's been
sound?
so long that I forgot how to operate computers. It has been a while. It's good to be back. So
Awesome,
a lot
awesome.
has
And
happened. So
yeah. Well, I mean, I know you got a lot going on, but I would love to talk to you about your collection. If anything news happened, I'm not really sure if anything's happened. But what do you
yeah,
have
I'm
on wrist tonight?
oh, tonight I'm wearing let me take it off my wrist because my wife told me she watched one of my videos and she was like, "Yo, you can't have it on your wrist and show it on the camera. You got to
Yeah.
do it like Bobby Legs does it." And I'm like, "Did you just say Bobby Legs? What?" So yeah, so I'm wearing my JLC Polaris date tonight.
Awesome.
Excellent, excellent.
So
Awesome
as
watch.
usual, I'm taking my wife's advice.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you.
So it's been a while. So has anything before we get to Amin and the rest of the show? Is there anything have been going on with your collection wise? Have you added anything? Taken away
Um,
anything?
I haven't added anything, but I've been chasing a
Oh,
two watches, and I'm torn on which one to get. So I was looking at originally, and I brought this up in a stream a while ago, the Blank Pond 50 Fathoms blue dial titanium,
right.
and
I
I
remember.
was looking at that, and I was like, that hard, and then I just, I all of a sudden discovered and fell in love with the Blanc Pond 50 Fathoms Grand Date,
Hmm.
which is the big date at the six
Yeah,
o'clock.
yeah,
Right. So I was like, all right, whoa. So almost bought one, but then the only thing that held me back was I already have a Blanc Pond.
yeah,
And I was also then enter the H. Moser Pioneer Heritage Center Seconds with the funky blue dial.
yeah,
So that one is around the same price, but $1,000 cheaper, give or take.
yeah.
So I was like, well, then the question became, okay, well, do you want, two Blanc Ponds or would you rather have a Blanc Pond and a Moser?
Right.
So I'm still dealing with that question now. I'm
Do
kind of leaning toward the Moser.
do you have uh do you have? I mean, is that a pet peeve of yours having two of the same watches in your collection? Because your collection is not like your collection is well thought out. It's not huge,
Yeah,
but it's very, very particular, and you really think it through your purchases. So is that a
right.
pet peeve of yours since you have a smaller collection?
It's becoming one because I've had upwards of 4 or 5 Omegas at one time, so that's never going to happen again. But then again, why have two Blanc Ponds when you can have a Blanc Pond and a Moser?
Those are okay. Yeah,
So even though the two Blanc Ponds would be different from each other
yeah.
because the Bathyscaphe and
Hmm.
the Grand Data two, they look completely different. So I see that part of it too.
Yeah.
So, but I'm kind of leaning toward Moser at the moment. It's just, we'll
That's a hot
see.
watch, that Moser. That
It is.
eh,
It is. Mark Meyer had one. Talking
yeah,
Watches had one,
yeah,
and I was like, he posted one, and I looked like a stalker
yeah,
in Horology Talk because I had like replied like 4 or 5 times
yeah.
without him saying anything back. I was just like saying something, then say something, then saying something, then saying something. I said, what is this guy? Is he out of his mind? So,
Doesn't Wolfgang have one? Amen. Does a Wolfgang have
Which model?
the Moser Center Seconds the pilot looking watch? Right,
Yes.
the Heritage. Yeah.
Yeah, he has the Bucher blue version of that. Yeah.
ooh, that's with the gray dial. Yeah,
Great aisle.
that's a nice
Right,
one.
right. That's good. Yep, yep.
Gray dial and the blue rubber on the underside. Yeah, I did too much research on that one too.
Yep, yep. You're in the weeds. I can
Yeah.
tell.
Bobby, thanks for the stream has piqued my interest. A little joke that we had in from way back. Funny joke there, Bobby. Anyway, inside joke between me and Bobby. Um, let's well, Amin. Hey man, how you doing? How was your
Good,
week?
good. Happy Friday, guys. Week was good. Wearing my Doxa today.
Summer
Um,
watch, yeah.
the little
Nice.
trick, I got the crown fixed up for those of you who knew about that. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And enjoying nice drink.
I got my Bobby Legs t-shirt, so there we go.
Nice.
Uh, and I got my one of my evening watches, of course, the Kadoke 2. I don't even know if I'm saying it right half the time, but I don't care. It's a beautiful watch.
Amazing watch.
I'm actually going to a wedding next weekend, and I'm hoping I got to look and see what I have in my closet. I don't have it as
Mhm.
as coordinated as Sanjay, but I got to see what I have, and hopefully whatever I wear, I'm gonna try to wear it around this watch. So hopefully I can get it to match, and hopefully stuff fits because it's been a while since I've thrown on a suit.
Mhm.
Um, let's jump right into the chat and see everybody there. Hey Megan, how you doing? Bill K's here. What's up, Bill? Thanks for joining us. Another Bill, Bill Spruce. How are you? And you're wearing your is that a Chris Ward 600 GMT? Yeah. Let us know what you guys are wearing. That'd be great. Marcel is here. Hey, Nilo, what's going on? How you doing? Ronan is here. Dave, how you doing, Dave? Um, Time Hill is here as well. Young Excellency. I've been saying Young Excellency for like ever, and now I think I'm saying it correct now. Keith E's here. How you doing, Keith? What's going on? Chaz from the Berg. Sean, good to have you back. Awesome. Caliber is here.
Thank you. It's good to be back.
Dib is here. Joe B is here. Mezzanine, how are you? James Duffy, what's going on? Hey, Jason, checking in from Aruba. Good to see you. ID guy here, the man. Yeah, Joe B loves the Moser talk for sure.
Yeah, I'm leaning that way. Every time I look at it, I'm like, yeah. But I'm waiting until December. It's my 50th, so this is the
Oh,
one time I get to just throw a whole lot of money at a watch and not hear about it from wiser minds in my
yeah, yeah.
household.
No,
So I'm
I love
amazed.
having this conversation about the 50th. I mean,
Yeah.
like, it's cool that we have a stream here where we're all approaching that number really really soon. Amin
Mhm.
is a year behind me, and I'm a year behind you. I just turned 48, so I'm gonna be 50 soon. But I think I'm pretty sure I have my 50th watch. I mean my
Uh-huh.
50th birthday watch is a so I'm hoping it will be a date just a blue. I know old man watch. I know I get it. It's not as a sexy pick as the Moser, but I love thinking about that. I love thinking
Yeah.
about it. And I think you're right. I think it's like the excuse to throw whatever money you can at it without
Yeah. Made it half a decade. Let me just
yeah.
ruin myself financially
Yeah,
for the
right.
second
Retirement
half.
coming soon, but
Yeah.
screw it.
A blue date, just not an old man watch. That's not a
No, I guess
blue
no,
dial
no. I
date.
guess
Just
I guess
yeah,
it's not.
yeah, like
But
a 36 millimeter day date would be an old man watch, but or so,
yeah,
that's what I think of as an old man watch. But
Yeah, I'm not a big Rolex guy, but they've got that blue dial spot on. That thing's beautiful.
it's
Yeah,
beautiful.
I think there's certain brands who do certain colors really well, right? So you have Doxa, who I think they do orange just as good as anybody.
Hmm.
I know Seiko does orange pretty well too. And then I think Rolex does blue just as good as anybody out there.
Certainly do.
That's just my opinion.
Yeah. Now, are you
Um,
looking at the stick or the Roman numerals?
so I'm
That's a.
looking at the Roman rules. I'm looking at the
Mhm.
Azuri blue. I know it doesn't have the lume. I don't care. I just and you know what? It's so crazy. Like if you asked me a couple years ago, would you, Bobby Legs, do you like Roman numerals on dials? I would say hell no. I don't
Mhm.
like it. I don't know. It just doesn't do it for me. But my Jaeger Benzinger has Roman numerals. Love it. And that Azure dial with the Roman numerals on that DHS. I just love the Roman numerals.
Yeah.
Um, but but that's the only if I don't think they offer Roman numerals on other new DHS anyway, but I couldn't do that. I would have to do sticks on the other one,
Mhm.
on the other version. Ahmed, do you put in much thought on a 50th birthday watch?
I do, but it changes. It changes
Yeah.
pretty often. Like today, I was thinking about a Jacques Dro Grand Second Moon phase for my 50th watch. Um, but it literally changes weekly or daily. What I did figure out is I'm not going to go to a different price tier than where I've been. Like
Mm.
I don't want to go level up there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just it's not for me. So but I do think about that watch. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want it to be special.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know, um, I don't. I mean, I have my heart set on the DHS, but if it doesn't happen, that's okay. I mean, you know, Ra, I think has a great idea with Moser. Like Moser would not be a consolation prize for my 50th. It would be like, it would be as great, for me anyway, as a date just, So
Mm,
like if I can't get that date just, man,
mm,
I mean, I love those pre-Milan Mosers like you do, you
mm,
have, and I would be really, really happy with one of those too. With a precious metal, like I could go precious metal. I could
Mhm.
go precious metal on my 50th for sure.
That's
Um,
not
and
a bad idea.
you can get a precious metal pre-Milan or even Milan era Endeavor, or what's the other one? The bigger one with the really domed crystal. Um,
uh,
with the
yeah,
small seconds. I forget.
it's escaping my mind too.
Yeah. But for Datejust money, you
I
can
know,
definitely, and I
I
mean
know.
they were making less than 1,000 watches a year there. You can have
Yeah,
your pick of precious metals.
yeah, absolutely. Looking forward to it. I mean, it's a big one, but looking
Mhm.
forward to that. And I hope you get your Moser. Um,
I hope so too.
I hope you get it too. I hope you get it.
I almost bought a
Yeah.
sin last night and stopped myself. I was like, yeah, relax. I was like, what
which
am I doing?
which sin? Which sin?
The 155 Bundeswehr.
Oh yeah. That's
There's
a
a
hot
couple of
watch,
different
man.
releases. You've got the
Yeah,
Revolution,
yeah.
limited edition with Revolution watches, and then there's the Japan release.
Yeah.
But I wanted one of the more vintage ones because
Hmm.
I've been wearing my older Omega, the GMT, the 2001, my vintage. Well, not really vintage because 2001 wasn't that long ago to me. But I've been wearing that every day for work.
Yeah.
And, I'm like, I can just, I'm kind of liking watches from this era in this
Yeah.
time. So I was like, maybe I should just look into just getting one just for now, which is
Yeah.
always a mistake because you get that. And then now you're $6,000
Yeah.
behind the watch that you really want. So I was like,
Yeah.
maybe just buy one. I looked around, I couldn't find it. It wasn't anywhere, the one that I wanted. But the Revolution one was like, hey, here I am, $43.99, something like that. So I was like, maybe I should just get that and placehold. But then I knew that every time I looked at it, I'd wish I had the older original Bundeswehr.
Yeah.
So I passed on it wisely. So after the Moser down the road, I'm probably going to get that one and just switch up between the Omega and that Zen for work watches.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it goes.
I like it. I
I'll
like it.
screw it up somehow,
Yeah. Yeah. We all
buy
do,
an
right?
OP or something ridiculous.
Right.
It'll happen.
Kevin S. Bradley does a nice blue dot. Oh yeah, of
Oh, they
course.
do.
Yeah.
They do. On the Navitimer,
Navitimer.
that blue Navitimer with the black subdials.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Sexy.
I'm not a huge fan of that color comp, but on that Navitimer works for me.
Mm-hmm.
Caliber is here. How you doing? Ronan says GS does well done blues. Ken is checking in from Pittsburgh. Oil Money has Jacquet Toxic. And he got the toxic emoji in there. Wow. Nilo got a Timex for my 50th. Timex is all right, man. The variant's here. Moser is the next FPJ. Get on the train while you can.
Oh God, I hope not. Please
Yeah,
no.
I
As
know.
soon as
Or
I
at
see
least,
Watts buying all of them, I'm just gonna
yeah,
be like, oh well, Blancpain it is.
yeah.
They can't
Uh,
buy all of those. I
right.
think. Who knows?
Dave is. I'm curious. What's the deal with the four right? The four sticks for the four instead of the IV for numeral 4. Yeah. I mean, I don't know the answer to that. Do you guys know?
Just know they call it the Watchmakers 4
I think
Okay.
it visually balances because the mirror image to that on the other side would be 8, right?
Ah, yeah.
So if you
Okay.
wanted to look balanced in terms of the amount of stuff there, that's what I thought I had read, but
Yeah.
okay.
Yep. ID guy confirming that pretty
Okay.
much.
Mhm.
Mayu, is that what you're thinking?
I was thinking of the Venturer.
Venture.
Yeah, the Mayu and the Monard
That's
both became just part of the Endeavor.
right.
The Mayu is a little bit smaller and the small seconds, and the Endeavor and the Monard was center seconds and a little bit bigger, but they both use the Endeavor case.
Hmm.
And then I think one of the first models the Malons brought in was the Venturer. Um, but you can pick up Venturers for DHS money
Yeah.
now too. Yeah.
Bill Spruce. Oh, thank you for the super chat, Bill. 54 in 2 weeks. Bought myself a brand new blue Christopher War release, the Tide, the hashtag Tide, which is Cusk certified. Thoughts on Chris Ward? I like Chris Ward. I think what I like about one of my favorite models of the Chris Ward is their um, the moon complication,
Mm,
the lunar complication. I think they do it. Them, Singer and Arnold and Son have the
mm,
right idea with that complication. Make it half the dial. You know
mm,
what I mean? Just show it off. I know it's useless, whatever, but I love a good moon phase complication. And why put it a little moon in the corner of a dial like that you could barely see?
Mhm.
I've never owned a Christopher Ward, but I've heard really great things.
Yeah,
Um,
same. They had a great looking GMT that came out. Like I'd have to look it up to find it, but it was beautiful.
yeah.
And it was something like $840 or
Hmm.
something. I was like, wow, this would be like a fun watch to have,
Yeah.
just to rock around with. It was a great looking watch.
Yeah.
Some of the other stuff looked good, but I was like never, on the train. But the GMT really caught me. I'd have to check and see if I could find it
Yeah.
here, but it was nice,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Yeah. No, I think I know the watch you're talking about. I mean, you've owned the Christopher Ward, right?
I've had 2, yeah,
Yeah.
but one was their in-house movement and one was, either an ETA or Salida, but they both were good quality.
Mhm.
I thought they were both really well done, and I like the new one that they just came out with too.
Yeah.
So, the moon phase too, I agree with you, Rob. I would love to add a moon phase watch, and I want one with a big moon.
Hmm.
And, aside from the ones that you mentioned, a lot of times I see one with a really big moon on the dial, and I look to see what it is, and it's like a lady's watch, small
Hmm.
watch with a big moon. For some
Yep.
reason, that seems to be more common with watches that are meant for women. But
Yeah.
I really agree with you.
Yeah. I've noticed that too. Um, Caliber, what? Never stop yourself from buying a Zen.
I know, Moser on the horizon. It's it's kind of pretty big roadblock in Blanc Pond, And I know that the sin with the Bundeswehr that I wanted is the one with the red, the tritium warning.
Yeah.
Under it's a bicompax, and those don't pop up too often.
Hmm.
So my thing is, okay, my birthday isn't until December. I'll just wait on that, get Moser or Blancpain, however the cards fall. And then after that,
Yeah.
I'll look at this sin. And it would be a great trade-off for my
Hmm.
20-year-old Omega.
Hmm.
I have a 30-year-old Sin that I wear to work every day. I think that would be excellent. Excellent.
Yeah, I
So
can't fault with your logic. I like it. Pete is saying, "Hey guys, Amin going for the least interesting green screen background ever." Yeah,
well,
that's
his
okay.
green screen is better than my 8-year-old's bedroom.
If I
Quietest part of the house.
it
My back
looks
here.
good,
Hey,
looks great.
hey, we use rooms wherever we can, man. Look at this. Look at this. Like, look at this wall, like paint. I mean, it's like I don't know the previous owner. I don't even know what this is.
So I was too lazy to change my shirt. If I turn on the green screen here,
Yeah,
then
sure.
my shirt becomes
That's
invisible,
Ghost.
and my doxa starts to do funny things too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
You have to
I
do
I,
that in October because
I
then you're like a ghost.
I would have
yeah.
to change my shirt and my watch. Just too lazy today.
Hey, Thomas, thanks for joining us. Hey, blue shirt. What's going on, buddy?
Hey, blue shirt. How you doing? Good to
Um,
see you.
Thanos got Amin. Yeah.
Div saying good watches doesn't stick in the collection, sometimes always lacking, even though they are excellent. I like my Yemen instead. Movement is bellissimo. All right. Probably talking
Yeah,
about Christopher Ward, I think, maybe.
He was. Yeah. He's talking
Yeah.
about Christopher Ward.
that
Um,
goes for like a lot of watches, though. If you think about it, like you have good watches that are in the collection, and then you're thinking about getting rid of them, and you're like, man, do I really want to do it? You can't bring yourself to do it, but they're still in your collection, taking up
yeah.
space, and you don't wear them enough, and you know
Yeah.
that you don't wear them enough.
Yep.
And that's what sticks with you. You're too afraid to sell, so
You
they
know,
sit. That's my brigade. So
yeah. It kind of makes me think like, like um, I just sold my U50 and my 903 Zen lately. Good, really good watches. I wore the heck out of that U50.
mhm.
Um, I loved it. Um, they were good enough to stay, but they were also good enough to sell. Do you know what I
Right.
mean? And
Mhm.
so that's like, that's a dangerous spot for me because I can really those are the kind of watches I start missing a lot, right?
Mhm.
And man, it's just man collecting. I think I what I'm doing is collecting. I'm not sure. Maybe it isn't. But it is very, very tricky, man. It is so tricky, and I'm struggling a little bit with it, especially now that I'm kind of not buying anything at the moment, waiting for something to happen that hopefully
Mhm.
might happen.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
it's
and
tough.
it's keeping up with changing tastes
Yeah,
too. Like I used to like
that's
this, now I like this, and I think I like this. But do I the thing that I liked first? Do I want to sell that to get what my current? And then you, how am I going to feel a year and a half from now? Is this watch going to be here, or is it not going to be here?
yeah,
That's what happened to me with that Sin, the Revolution.
yeah.
I was like, oh, it's a great watch, just gonna get it, and then you start thinking like, is it going to be here a year from now?
Hmm.
And my thing is, if you have a second of doubt on a watch, 1 second, don't get it.
Mm.
Don't get it. Don't get it, because that second is going to become a minute. That minute is become a day. That day is going to be a year. And the watch is going to be gone. And then, okay, now the value for money thing pops up. So
Mm.
Just makes me think
yeah,
like anything that I mean, you just mentioned like your taste changing, and I am so jealous of people watch collectors who are laser focused in what they want and get and keep watches over the course of time and don't sell it, just that they keep the watches. They know what they like and they keep it, right?
mhm,
They may hate selling. I get that too. But I'm very jealous of that because I feel like my tastes are always changing. I don't know if that's evolving per se. I
yeah,
mean, evolving means like I'm maybe getting to a better place, something in my mind, but like they're completely changing, and it's so hard to see myself as a collector when I'm just
right,
constantly just flipping and changing watches. Like I don't know. I mean, like I'm having kind of like an existential crisis
right,
over watch collecting, which is ridiculous.
yeah, and your place in watch collecting
Yeah,
too. I
yeah.
ran into a guy at a Third Eye Blind concert. It's my wife's favorite band. I don't like them, but anyway, beside the point.
Nice caveat.
But the guy in front of me had a Bond Seamaster on, and I was wearing Omega 2. So, oh, that's a nice watch. Yeah, it's my only watch. I love it. Wear it every day. So on. I'm like, wow,
Yeah,
to be that guy.
yeah,
I always tell people, I was like, I'm not jealous of the guy with 50 watches. I'm jealous of the guy with one.
yeah.
Like that dude. It's like, how do you do it? Tell me your secret. If I could have just one, that would be amazing. But then I think, okay, well, if I had just one, now when it gets serviced, now what? Okay, well,
Right,
I got to
right,
go
sure.
out and buy a freaking Rolex GMT just to make up for the time.
I
It's
was
like this magical zen. I can't get there.
I
Yeah.
was in the mall a week ago in a mostly inexpensive watch store, and this guy comes in and literally asks to see the new Tissot Sea Star, which I've never heard anybody ask to see a Tissot Sea Star. Well, for nothing bad against, I've owned a Tissot Sea Star, but it was just like he came in because he knew it had just come out, and So the seller compliments the watch on his wrist, and I look, and he's got the new white dial Zenith Chronomaster Sport on his wrist, and
Ooh.
and so I look over. I'm like, I'd never seen that one in the wild, and he was like, yeah. He's like, there's something wrong with me. I bought this like 2 days ago, and I'm here looking at trying to buy it to sew. And I'm like, yeah, and I grabbed my wife, was like, this guy has the same problem. Like it's not rare. It's
Yeah.
like it's
It's
not
heard about
rare.
horology talk. Let me give you this Facebook group. You might want to come in.
Yeah.
Facebook support group. You're gonna have
Right.
45 watches by the end of the year.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Kentucky Man 30. Hey man, what's up? How you doing? Thanks for joining us. Hey Sanjay, what's up? How you doing? Pale Horse is here. Paul is here. He's got the Christopher Ward Elite C63 on. Excellent for
That's
the
a sweet
money.
watch. I
It
really
is.
like that one.
Oh, Pete saying evolving is always improvement. Pond scum is the result of evolution too. Okay. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Christopher
Okay.
Ward, like sometimes they take designs like kind of ham-handedly from other companies and sort of mash them together. But then there's others that are much stronger designs, like the one Paul has. So
Yeah. Let's see here. Hey, Wavens here. I'm a keeper. I've never sold anything, and I don't mean just watches. uh, I can sort of relate with that. Um, Kevin, the new Tissot Seamaster is a massive watch. Okay, and let me just give a shout out to a couple people. Hey, JCB's here. Good day, how you doing? And Ronan is wearing his Christopher Ward Ombre V1, my Bronzo keeper. Excellent.
sweet.
Okay, so let's why don't we jump in to see some new releases? There's a couple of them that I'm kind of excited about, and let's go through those. And Amin, if there I wasn't able to join the stream on Tuesday, so if there's anything that you guys already went over, just let me know, and we'll
Sure.
skip it. So I want to jump the gun a little bit here, and I want to focus on the new release by the Glashütte. That's how Wolfgang says it's a Hütte Glashütte original. Yeah, because I don't know how to say it. The Pano reverse. Now this is a limited, I think, to 25 pieces. Guilloche backplate, even though it's in the front. Platinum dial, $45,000, 45,000 euro. Pretty hefty price tag. I am not so. The Pano reverse. I love the Pano line, the Lunar, the Reserve. I'm not a big fan of the reverse at all. Really, I know people really like it. I don't get it. I love this one though, right? And I think it's because they dialed up the plate here, and they guilloche the hell out of it. And it makes me want them to do this at a more economic level, right? At whatever dial material that is cost effective for them. Please do it, because I think this is a winner from this. And this may be one of my favorite releases of this year. What do you guys think of the reverse and this watch in particular? Does this do it for you guys?
I like it. I would like it better in steel,
Yeah.
but I've always had a problem with the smaller dial time face
Gotcha.
on there, and that's been my thing that's held me. But not like I could just run out and buy an FP Journe anyway, but
Mhm.
they're big on that also.
Yeah.
And I'm getting up there and reading those kinds of dials and different kind of lighting situations, it's going to be a problem for me. So when I look at a watch like this, it's more of just wearing art than an actual timepiece. If
Yeah.
you want another timepiece, you can really look and see it. But this is more about showing off what what watchmakers can do. It's a gorgeous piece, but I still have the functionality
Hmm.
over the artistry first. Like the functionality has to come
Yeah.
first. So for me, that's not very functional, even though it is absolutely gorgeous to look at.
Yeah.
It might be
No.
functional for someone that's 25 that can see that all day long.
Right.
My students see, oh yeah, 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 tap, tap. But me, no, 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 no. So
No,
yeah,
I get it. I hear you.
I I don't mind the reduced functionality, like the Breguet tradition. I love, even though the timekeeping is very small, or the Moser MBNF collaboration where you can barely read the time. Still like it. Somehow this doesn't work as well for me.
Hmm.
This design, um, it's not even the guilloche. It's the, I guess, the line, the pano inverse. I do love to see a balance wheel on the dial side. I just think that's really cool to look at, especially when they have the weights all around, like on a
Hmm.
like this one does, because you can see those weights spinning.
Yeah.
Um, although this balance is kind of small because it's 28,800 beats per hour, and so it's spinning kind of fast and it's kind of small. Anyway, I don't know. Doesn't totally work for me, but I do would like to see they do full guilloche on the movement side too, um, and I would like to see more companies doing different finishes on the movement side besides, you know, Geneva stripes and
Yeah.
the things that we see most often, right? A lot of these German companies do hand engraving on the movement side.
Hmm.
Some of them are doing guilloche on the movement side, like Benzinger is
Yep.
doing that as well. Um, so a lot of cool elements to this, but it doesn't work for me as a whole.
Gotcha. Caliber, he loves those watches and loved this one in particular. Marceau likes it. Cool looking piece, says Joe B. Um, Chaz likes it. Kevin S. Beautiful but very expensive. Yeah, I mean that price is crazy.
And one other point about
Yeah.
this, and some of their pano, I don't know if it's pano inverse, but also some of their other line are hand winding and much thinner, like this one, right?
Hmm.
But then the one we were talking about earlier today, Rob, with the Panamatic Lunar being automatic is much thicker. So
Yeah.
I like that they're doing a bunch of hand winding watches too.
what about the guilloche turns you off? I know that that's a big thing for you.
No, the guilloche
So
doesn't turn me off here. It's the spacing of the dial. I don't really know
okay,
what it is. I can't really specifically say it. The balance, I think, is better on their Panamatic Lunar, like with the big
Hmm.
date. And
Yeah.
hmm,
somehow this seems a
yeah,
little bit crowded to the middle.
Yep. I can
yeah,
see
that
that too.
one's that one's also a lot more readable too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So,
I like the guilloche here. That I do.
All right. Let's move on here. Any interest in I don't even the Jacques Droz Grand skeleton? Um, Not my favorite one. I mean, I love JD probably just as much as you do, Amin, and I don't know.
Is that
Uh,
stained glass? I didn't read up on this one. Looks like it.
it looks like it, yeah, doesn't it?
It's cool. I think it's a cool watch. I don't know much about this, but
Yeah, it's a little, looks a little too. It looks like stained glass, yeah. A little too out there for me,
hmm.
you know. Um,
it's beautiful, but I'm not wearing it.
yeah,
It's
I
a bit
mean,
too.
Yeah,
it's a piece unique.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's two hundred
So
thousand Swiss francs.
yeah,
I'll probably pass on that one.
probably not a good example for us to bring up. Okay, so new release here, the IWC Pilot Watch Chronograph Edition Inspiration 4. Very, very cool looking piece. I assume that's got to be ceramic, right?
yeah, it's white ceramic. It looks like, yeah, right.
Inspiration 4. Let me see if I can get some. pics of here, right over here. I mean, it's cool, um, but probably not for me.
I like it. I don't like white ceramic, and on top of that, I think that IWC layout with the day date and the tri compacts, the way it's set up.
Hmm.
I think they'd be better served by getting away from that because they've had a lot of releases with that same dial, just with different aspects added on or taken away. So it's
See,
just
I got
that
the
same
bigger.
thing that we've always seen, just in a different presentation.
Gotcha.
No, this, but not the Spitfire, but the Spitfire Chronos. So you're just like, oh, that's Spitfire Chrono, but this time it's in ceramic, and then we put little dots on it. And then they had the other one, the Spitfire Chrono with the Serotoninum, or am I saying that correctly? Too, which was just 3 months ago, 4 months ago. So I think they should expand some of their other lines with something else aside from just focusing on this. Like they had something good going with the Antoine de Saint Exupery line with the big A on there.
Hmm.
And there were a million directions they could have gone with that, but they kind of just fell away from it. It's still there, but it's I would like to see that expanded on instead of something like this because they had a beautiful brown ceramic Antoine de Saint Exupery, and it's like they didn't promote it. It kind
Hmm.
of fell off after like a year and a half, and now it's gone.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, if they had gone down that same road, I almost bought one. I was so it's I would rather see them be a little bit more dynamic than just keep harping on this one design here.
Gotcha.
I like this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After all,
I don't really have too much specific to say. I like white ceramic. I think it looks good with the dark blue here. Not sure about these pad printed little stars, but anyway, I like it. Overall, I like it.
yeah, it'd be interesting if we did an aventurine dial with that.
Mm.
That would have been fun.
Edward wants to know how thick it is. Almost 16 millimeters, 15.7. I don't know what it is about it. Um, I mean, I guess they couldn't do anything about the pushers. I feel like they don't match the
Hmm.
case, and I'm used to that. I'm used to seeing that. So it's not that it's bad. It's just that I'm used to seeing,
Hmm.
stainless steel pushers with stainless steel cases. So I guess I never really paid attention before to any other ceramic case chronograph and what material they were using as pushers. But I mean, that's a silly. That's not really a deal breaker. I don't know. It's just it looks too cartoonish for me.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you know. Anyway, moving on. Let's see here. A couple other releases. Um, any interest in this Nevada, Gretchen? I mean, I never even heard of them before. Meister Singer, the Bella Ora Anniversary Edition. Know nothing about
Nevada,
this. I'm
the
sorry.
Nevada Grinchins I've been following for a while,
Okay. All
and
right.
I really like their dials, where they're set up, and it was one of the Hodinky kind of thing with it, bringing it back.
Yeah.
But the case size is, it's a
Is it a big watch or a small watch?
small watch, so
Small watch.
39, I would say 38, 39 millimeter, and I was like, oh, and then the lug to lug, it just wasn't um, feasible because when they brought back the vintage look,
38. Hmm.
like they went full vintage, like, okay, well, here it is, and I'm like, nah, it doesn't really work for me. That's why I like the vintage reissues because they're 41, 42, it just looks better, which is personal preference for me.
Hmm.
So
Well, I
totally
mean,
get it, but they're great looking watches. Great looking watches.
very interesting. I mean, if you have arachnophobia, you probably want to stay away from this one.
Hmm.
Uh, but no, very, very interesting. I really don't know much about Nevada watches, but I guess I should. I mean, yeah. Um,
They're
yep.
like a Phoenix brand, right? And they
Yep.
brought back. I think the last one they did was a diver, right? and then
hmm
this one it's nothing like that. But I guess it's one of their old designs.
How about the new Belovas? Well, I think we're going to be talking about that soon in a little game that I have set up for Amin this evening. We might as well just jump into that. So, a few months ago, we played a game where I went through some watches, and we had to guess whether Amin would like the watch or not. And Rod, thank you for joining tonight because you are going to be playing this game along with the chat. So let's get started. So if you guys are not familiar with the game, I'll show up a slide. Go through a slide here, and I'll show us a picture of watches. And before Amin can give his answer, we try to guess whether he would like this watch or not. So, Amin, are you ready to play?
I'm
Do you
ready.
like this watch or
I
not?
hope I'm in a more. I hope I'm in a better mood than last time. I think didn't like too many watches last
Well, I
time.
think that was probably the best part of the game.
Okay,
So
all
you
right.
didn't like many of these watches.
I'll do my. I'll be honest. I'll promise to be honest.
Okay. All right. So now remember, don't say anything, and chat. Let's play along here. Okay. So first watch, Norquain Adventure Neverest. So it's not Everest. It's a Neverest. I don't know what that means. I'm sure that there's people know, but I don't know what Neverest means. Anyway, Ra, what do you think? Do you think this is something that will appeal to Amin?
Rod got frozen.
Right. Can you hear us, Ra?
He's muted.
He's muted. You're muted, Ra?
Okay, am I back now?
You're
Yeah,
back. You're
yeah,
back.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Amin will like.
Really? Okay. All right. So Kevin S. Amin likes. Young XLNC hates. Megan loves this. Nilo, no. Hobby Bobby, he hates it. Kevin S. No. Wait. Kevin S. says Amin likes it. Now he says no. Um, Philly Watch fan Joe B. No. Peter C. Nope. No. No.
I think the white dial is going to put
No.
it over the top. So you guys got to think about the white dial.
Snowflake. Yeah. Okay. Rod likes. Dominic. No. A lot of no's.
Oh
A lot
man.
of no's here. So, Amin. I think it's a no. I think it's a no. But I think you never know. You never know with Amin. What say you?
So I think it's a pleasing looking watch, but
It's a no.
but it's a hell no. It's a big no.
Okay.
It's a big no.
All
And
right.
so let me qualify it. I think it's a pleasing looking watch. I think I wouldn't try to talk someone else out of it, but I think it's just very weak. Like it's
Pedestrian.
unoriginal.
Yeah.
I just think they just took stuff from other watches and mashed it together. So Pete Not So Obvious Watches did a great video on what he called. He's saying, Pete, I hope I'm not misrepresenting this, but basically about how all watch design is influenced by other watches, but some are some come with it in a way where they handle influences in a strong way, some handle influences in a weak way. I think they just grabbed some stuff and mashed it together. Like there's some Helios here, there's some generic diver stuff here. They got a little snowy texture from uh, some places that we all know where it comes from. So I'd rather have a Seiko.
Yeah. I think I'm with you. Kevin S. A pleasing looking watch. What an endorsement. Marcel saying it's okay. Okay. So Ra, you're 0 for 1.
0 for 1.
0 for 1, and the chat is 1-0 because a lot of them
They all
said
said
no.
no.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Moving on to the next one. Okay, Fears Archival 1930 with the small seconds. I think
Ooh.
so. I don't think this is the kind of watch that Amin necessarily would wear. because I don't know if he likes this kind of case shape, but I think he would say that he likes this watch. Very different. We're not asking him whether he would buy it for himself.
He's going to like it because he's very contrary. So yes, he will
Okay.
like this watch.
Marcel saying no. Peter saying he likes it but would not buy it. Dominic, yes. I say on the fears. I think he meant to say I say yes on the fears. No. Yep. No. I hate this. Somehow Amin is gonna like it though. No. No. Dust Diver said no. Nilo says no. Chad's going with no.
Well, damn, it's a lot of no's.
A
So
lot of no's here.
there were some yeses. So if I go
Some
down in
yeses.
flames, I'm not alone.
No,
this
you're
time.
taking some people with you. But I said yes too. I think this is yes. Okay, underachieving watch collector, and the tally is in. I think it's a lot closer, but I think there was still more no's. Amin, what say you?
So I'm torn here. Dan 911 recommended that I listen to this podcast with the Fears, the one who brought this brand back. You know, it's in his family, and he's a super likable, really nice guy. And you know, this is inoffensive looking, and I really want to like the guy and like his products, but. But I gotta go with no again here.
Again,
It's also very small.
No.
It's a very small. It's vintage sized, right? They took vintage movements, like the I had a Longines with almost exactly the same movement as this watch, and that's I believe 18 millimeter. I want to say 16 or 18 millimeter strap, and the dial looks very flat and plain. Yeah.
Inoffensive.
Yeah.
That's
I
okay.
I think it's again, I would give a weekly positive. I still gotta say no. If I
Fair
have
enough.
to pick yes or no, I gotta pick no.
All right. Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, Chaz says Cartier does this better. I'd rather have one of those new solar tanks if I'm gonna get a rectangular
Yeah.
watch in this
Yeah.
price range.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'd be deep in the cold ground before I buy a solar Cartier, and I like Cartier. No way.
Wow, that's a strong opinion
Yeah.
there, Ross.
Yeah, I do like the story with the founder that Clayton brought up. Really
Yeah.
great story. Seems like he's got his heart in the right place. They're putting in work. It's great.
Another pleasing looking inoffensive offering. Let me get my credit card. Oh man.
I don't want the solar tank either. I think if you put that up, I'd probably say no as well. But
Okay.
I like it better than this.
Okay. Roz, I think you're 0-2. All right.
0-2.
All right, we're going.
No, I'm saying no. I don't care what you put up next.
You're saying no?
No.
Okay. See, you know what? We already know that he likes this watch. Right?
It depends. Yeah.
Because you've mentioned it before, right?
Yeah.
I mean, so okay. So let's just skip this one. Sorry, guys. Okay, how about this fun little Casio Pac-Man watch here? Pretty cool looking. I mean, I'm born in the '70s like I am, but we had we grew up our teenage years in the '80s. Probably, I would imagine, played a lot of Pac-Man as well. What do you say, Ra? Do you think he likes this one?
Yes.
I think I'm going to go no because you said yes. No, I think
Yes. He's got kids, sentimentality from the era. I'm the same way. Yeah, I'm going yes.
And it's cheap enough that if he says yes,
and it's eclectic.
he can buy it. Yeah.
When are you going to see that watch?
Okay. Overwhelmingly, yeses here. Nilo with a yes. Navy Blue Monster with a yes. Pete, not so much. Kill It With Fire hates it so much. Okay.
I love Pete.
uh,
He's unflappable, man.
yeah,
Pete's great.
yeah. He's about to reveal he's already ordered one. Okay. Last one here. Everyone over 40 loves Pac-Man. Easy claim. No, Amin does not collect novelties. Why would that take wrist time?
He
Good
collects
point.
novelties. Okay.
Okay.
Look at those Guilloche watches and stuff he's getting into.
Yes.
Those are novelties. Okay, they're great horology, but they're novelties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amin, what say you? Oh, he's shaking his head already.
It's
No,
still fine that they, you know what I mean? It's like, I don't mind that they
God
did it,
damn
but
Yeah.
it.
this is
I'm gonna
like,
start drinking.
this is like one of the, it looks like it should be in one of those arcade machines where you can win a
Yeah.
watch in there. And then I'm like, why would I want to do that?
All right. Man, I got to rethink how I do this game
Yeah.
because
When it comes down to it, I'm really, yeah, I guess I'm kind of negative. All right.
no, I'm
Anyway.
setting you up in a bad way. I gotta mix it up. All right, let's keep going.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chopard, LUC QF Jubilee. What say you, Ra? Do you think he likes this watch?
No. Too much dead space on the dial. Immediate no.
So, so I think I agree with you. I think, if Amin can give up his JLC sector dot because he thought it was too boring, I think
No.
this is slightly more exciting than that. And I think this is a no. I think this
Yeah.
is a no.
Going no.
So,
Going no.
yeah, Chaz, this is tough. It's gonna get tough. Megan says no. Timil says no. Orange Hat says yes. Pale Horse says yes. No. Nope. I think he does. Amin gets his freak on with this. Just show him the back, and it's like, okay, Donkey Kong. Okay, Deb, sounds good. Chaz is saying yes, 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 yes. For Pete, a huge yes. For Amin, I think not enough. Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
No. Amin has a spot for Shepard. Yes. He'd rock this. Surely? Okay, Amin. Let us know. What do you think?
I think Pete knows me well. So I like this just like I like the JLC sector dial. So I wouldn't buy it. I don't love it, but I think I have to say yes to this. Like I like it. So I'm gonna say yes.
Listen, we can't.
I would like this for someone else. Is that a yes?
That's a no.
Is that a no?
That's
You
a
guys
no.
have to define
It has to
define
be
what's
would
a
you
yes and
buy
what's
it
a,
and would you wear it?
would I buy it? No. If it was
Would you
gifted to
like it
me,
on somebody else? Heck, I like every watch
if
on
it was
somebody
gifted to
else.
me, I would be happy. I'd wear it. If I wouldn't buy it, yeah. So I think that's a yes,
Yeah,
but I'll let you guys decide whether that's a
I
yes.
think I think so.
Kind of plain looking.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a no.
I'm going too much in the middle here, and I think I need to be really more extreme with my selections.
It's kind of like the JLC.
Yeah. Okay, moving on. Okay, let's get a little funky. All right. I like the giraffe on here, and it's a 38 millimeter. I think this is a men's watch.
Is this
But
stained glass?
no, no. I think
Enamel?
this. Yeah, I think it's enamel.
All
I
right.
believe it is.
All right.
It's a big plus for Amin, by the way. Hermes,
That's a
are
no.
so I don't know.
It's a no
Claude
all day.
Jouret, the Three Graces. Um, I don't know.
Nope.
I don't know what to say. I mean, I think this is funky enough that he'd like it. I mean, obviously, none of these watches he'll buy for himself. But I think he'll say that he likes this. Rob, yes. Amin, no. I like animals on my watches. I don't know, birds. You know me. No
It's total
way.
no.
No.
He likes dial design, but he doesn't like that kind of dial design.
No, I know. I'm
Total
gonna
no.
I'm down here. I'm not. I gotta make big bets here to see if I can win. ID guys, I'm from Africa. I'd wear it. I like Hermes. Amin will not. Giraffe can't be a yes. Not so. I like it, but I keep thinking of VCs and Bulgari's that are better. Okay, Jacques Dro too, maybe. It's colossal giraffe. No, another another giraffe. Watch. Has there been more? Okay. No. Um, is it if he likes it or no? He's got to like. He's not going to buy any of these. But he has a strong. I'm looking for a strong reaction, whether it's a yes or a no. I've missed a little bit with some in betweens here.
Yeah,
I
but
got to get a little bit better at this, but I think he's going to like this.
I'm gonna go
Um,
no. Blue shirt is
no,
always right, so he says no. It's no.
no, it's too derivative. No, I hate it. Too many diamonds for Amin. Oh, yeah, you might be right
Yeah,
there.
look at that. Look at that bezel. Look at that
I don't know. I kind of like it.
disaster.
I like it. Amin, what do you say?
This one's a yes.
Yes.
So I'm reading about this as you put it up here. They used 195 pieces of American walnut, maple, European sycamore, and tulip wood to
God.
assemble the giraffe, and then glued, sanded, varnished the giraffe into place, and then did this micro painting on an aventurine base. I mean, this is dope. I like it. I'm a yes.
The chat is going wild. Wow. What? Wow. What? Shocker. What?
Freaking dumbfounded. Dumbfounded right now.
This is why this is one of the best games that we can play.
I'm
I'm
gonna
a
start
yes.
drinking.
I keep looking
I'm
at my
drinking
wrist.
now.
Like,
Can't even
would I
believe
wear
it.
this? Yeah, I'm a yes on
Yeah.
this.
Wow. Okay. Moving on. Okay. Akatron, new release. The Legacy
And I don't
Automatic
know what to think
U61.
now.
Yeah.
So okay, all right.
He's all over the place.
So YQG is saying there's no way he would buy it and wear it. It's true. Like for $77,400, no, there's no way in hell I would buy that watch. But I really like that they made it. I guess that's the point, right? It's
Yeah.
like I love that it exists, but would I buy it? No. Is it something I'm longing to wear? No.
Yeah.
Right? But like if I went to an exhibit and they had a bunch of watches to look at and enjoy and appreciate and say, it's cool that they made it. I mean, I would spend zero time on the Pac-Man watch. I would spend some time with a loop appreciating the art on the giraffe. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I agree. Luck you're winning the lottery, folks. Whoa. Yes.
Wow.
Thank you.
Okay, so moving on to the Akatron. Huge yes for Amin on the Akatron for Joby. I think I agree, Joby. I think Amin would really
Yeah,
like
he'll
this
like that.
watch.
He'll like it. I have no idea where his head's at. Nobody does, but I think he'll like that one.
Amin is definitely a loose cannon.
It's out of control. Should be in detention.
Respect it, but don't want it. Amin has guts. LOL. Yes, seen a lot of yes. Akatron, yes. Yes, Amin will like.
It's a beautiful watch. Look at that. Hell, I'll buy that thing right now. Shoot.
Yeah, no, it's a good looking watch.
It's
I don't
nice.
think this particular one doesn't have like
I don't think any of them
Yeah,
have actual
no.
Accutron movements. This one's an automatic,
Yeah.
and the ones with the with all the guts exposed. What are those called again? The space view, whatever those things are called. Those are electrostatic, but none of them are actual Accutron movements.
I would prefer the automatic over the. It's too cliche to go with an actual Accutron. I would love the automatic, that one, over any of them.
I think this is a really good looking watch. I mean, I would love to see this in person. I could see myself picking up one of these. I mean, I never thought about it picking up an Accutron before. I kind of like that cushion case. It kind of reminds me of, Panerai a little bit. I don't know. I like it. I think Amin's going to say yes. So, Rod, do you agree?
Yep. Going yes. If I get it, I'll be one in like 550 or whatever. Blue tonight.
Chess saying no. Okay. All right.
Bold.
Bold.
He's
bold
playing
thing.
it safe. He's playing it safe.
Yeah.
Nope is a safe bet.
So what do you think, Amin?
Yeah, I like this one. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, I do. It's I like 70s watches. This is
Yeah.
a looks like a good looking design. I don't know how big it is. Somebody just said Marceau Retard just said it's pretty small. But I think it's good looking watch.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have a couple more. Now this is the part of the game where I get a little silly, right? Now we know that Amin is a Knicks fan. Is he that big of a Knicks fan that he would wear? Oh, nope, I'm sorry, wrong one. We have one more before that. Okay,
Maybe
so
that's
Louis
Spike
Monet.
Lee at Daytona.
Sorry, sorry, Amit. Sorry, Amit. We had one more. The Louis Monet Tempograph Chrome. Now, I don't know. I personally, I kind of dig this watch. I think it's out there. It's wild. Um, I think Amin will see that he doesn't like it. That's just a gut feeling, but I think he typically would enjoy a watch similar to this. But I think in this particular case, he would not like this one. Ra, what do you think?
He's not gonna like it because there's too much metal going on the rehaut and the case itself. Just a lot of metal there. A lot of watches that he likes, they're dial heavy. This one is not dial heavy. I'm gonna go no.
Okay, Kevin saying that Amin loves it. Better than a giraffe. Love it. No. Yes. That's a cool one. Yes, for me. In no way as the dial's too small.
There we go,
Badass
Megan.
looking machine.
Exactly.
No. Amin likes it in theory. No. Yes. I have no effing clue.
Yeah. Take a number, Philly. Same.
I think
Yeah, it was,
I think Rob is correct, but Amin is throwing spitballs tonight. I love everything about it, but the hands. Amin, he won't like the case material, dangerously bronze.
well, you can see the hands. Where are they? I can't even.
They're right down over here.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit.
Yeah, I see him. I was just being
Yeah.
silly,
Okay, Amin. Oh, I took it down by accident.
I like it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I do.
really.
Yeah.
Darn it.
I mean,
I give up.
I like some of the other colors of this watch better. But the fact that they're giving you a retrograde 20 seconds on the dial and then they're showing you how it works at the same time, and then the overall balance, I do like it. I'm a fan. I would change the strap immediately. I'd rather have it in a silver metal than this. But I like it.
So it's quite a
Fair
step
enough.
away from your normal,
I'm a
like what
fan.
you've been
I'm sure I
talking
wouldn't
about.
be able to afford this either, but
Uh,
I have no idea how much this costs. But
Yeah, you have to ask for price. It says on the
but
site.
but yeah. So
That's
anytime they say
always a
ask for price, it basically means like
Yeah.
not for you, Amin. But
Yeah.
I like it.
All right, moving on. I kind of ruined the moment, but rehashing that Amin is a Knicks fan. Would he wear a Tissot Knicks watch on game day? Would he go to MSG and put this watch on in support of his favorite basketball team? Rob, what do you think? Does he like this
No.
watch?
No. Well, look at the size of that dial. The small, the
Mm-hmm.
what do you call it? The dials, sub
Sub-registers?
dials.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just that speaks of a smaller movement fitted in a larger case. When you have that much space there, I'm gonna go no. I'm a fellow Knicks fan.
I think this is
There's
quartz.
no way I'm wearing that into the garden.
Yeah. I think the we're asking the wrong question. The real question is what's worse, this watch or the New York Knicks?
Terrible.
We made the playoffs last year, so listen. I don't get my hopes up, but we did make the playoffs. So we'll see how it goes this year.
Joe says no.
No.
I say yeah. Let's go all in. The parents going all in. No chance.
And the strap
No.
too, totally not Amin. He's not wearing that strap.
No. Expert logo placements there.
Terrible.
Very true.
Terrible.
But he did mention Tissot earlier, so maybe he already has one. Okay, that's an interesting theory, Chaz. And what say you?
I've seen this watch in person. It's a no. Kevin's right that if it was a giveaway at a Knicks game, right, then I would wear it. Not like in general, but like when it was thrown out into the stands, I would wear it. But it's a no. This is a strong no.
If that was a giveaway at a Knicks game, I'd be like, "Hey, my 10-year-old has a new watch."
Yeah.
I wouldn't even wear it.
My 16-year-old would have a new watch, and he would leave it in his drawer.
All right, last one. Controversial pick, as we will see shortly.
Rolex Pepsi. That's it.
Amin, Adam and Eve watch. Is this a yay or a
All
nay?
caps on this one. So yeah, it's a no.
I added the black box, by the way. No.
I thought you were going to do the Bulova. No,
Oh crap! I didn't.
you
Sorry.
didn't do that one. No, it's okay.
No, sorry.
Oh, we got one more.
That's all right.
I thought I had a Boulevard in here, but I kind of confused with the Acatron. That's what happened.
Got it.
Yes. No. How do I guess this?
Total no.
How do I guess this? Hell no. No. What about the cannabis watch? That's next time. Amin says no to the wrestling themed watch. Hideous erotic doll. Yes, I got one of those with a pack of gum. All right, let's wrap this up because I want to get this off screen as soon as possible. Amin, I think I know what you're gonna say.
Yeah, this is terrible.
Okay.
This is no.
I like but I have to throw a little funny one at the end there. Amin, awesome job.
Thank you so
playing the
much.
game.
Appreciate it. I'm glad it wasn't all no's today. I was
Yeah.
I was 100% no last time.
I like it when it's all no's or all yeses or either yes.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're kind of like in the middle, that means I didn't do a good job. I think.
The middle ones are really no's.
Yeah.
They're really no.
Yeah.
And the draft thing is like, it's a no for me, but it's one that I appreciate the work that went into it.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you want to call that a no or a yes. But it's fun. I enjoy doing it. Thanks, Rob.
No problem. Amin is a great sport. He sure is. And so is Ra. I mean, you took a beating in that game, Ra. I mean, you got a couple of rights.
I
at
went
the
like
end of
2 and 500.
Yeah.
It was rough. It's a hard man to
Yeah.
pin down.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's,
No, it's you start the game confident that you're gonna know what Amin's gonna pick, and then you get a couple quick rejects right there, right? Your rejections, and then you're at a point in the middle of the game and towards the end where you just don't know what he's gonna say.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's tough.
Yeah. I thought I had it. I didn't have it. And then when I thought I didn't have it, I had it. It's one of those.
Well, Amin, what do you got going this week? You got any reviews coming up? Hopefully, yeah.
I want to review this watch pretty soon. Let's see.
Oh yeah, the Seiko 5. Yeah,
Seiko 5. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
I like this one.
Have you been have you been wearing it a lot lately, or
Not a lot, but I do wear it. Yeah, I wear it. I like it.
Yeah. Rob, what do you got going on? Anything fun over the weekend?
Not much. Doing some research. This is the first full week of school back. So last week was like a half week, and it was, the schedule was very disjointed because we were trying to re-engage with the students. So we really didn't give any assignments. We just, hey, let's get to know each other. Welcome back, because we hadn't seen them in a year and a half. So this was the first full week of school, and as you know, it's been a little bit chaotic towards the end.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to relax, and I'm not even going to grade any. I gave some light work, and I plan on just giving full credit to everyone who participated, just because this was an extremely hard week.
Yeah.
So, and then next week will be the full first week of school, and that's when we'll, start to take things a little bit more serious. Watch-wise, not much. just monitoring videos of Grandates and
Yeah.
Mosers and trying to figure out what I'm gonna do. Who
Oh man,
knows?
I'm excited for you, man, and I can't wait to you decide what
Yeah, I'm
path you're
leaning
gonna go.
towards Moser because
Yeah.
I
No,
mean,
I
would you
think
have two blank panes or a blank pane and Moser?
no,
So
the Moser is lights out,
it's a
man.
beautiful watch,
That watch is awesome.
and the thing is, they're out there too. I found a couple
Mhm.
for sale, and I'm like,
Yeah,
I mean, this is like a serious piece. Why not?
yeah.
So we'll see.
No, no. I hope you do it. I hope you do it, and hope you take a ton of pictures because
Oh,
then
yeah,
that means I'm gonna do it.
yeah, hell yeah.
Well, guys, yeah, so tomorrow I will be putting out the review of that Gerard Pergo Laureato, the Infinity Dial, one with the black onyx dial, beautiful watch. I've been wearing it a lot, and I have to give it back some point next week to the owner. So I'm gonna miss that one, and then watch Soup with Sanjay
Oh, yeah.
on Sunday. Yeah, as always, I missed last week because I was away, and I miss doing that show. Even if I miss one, I miss doing it. Um, anyway, guys, chat. Thank you so much for your participation. Um, again, Amit, thank you for being a good sport, and we'll see you guys next week. Take care.
Thanks. Been a
See you
pleasure.
guys.
You guys have a good night.
You
Good
too.
to see you, Ra.
Good to see you guys.